Stick around, we're just warming up, baby. Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby. Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby. Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick
Alright, let's play this video game. Okay, yeah, sounds like it's capturing my audio. Hopefully it's doing that correctly. Video's now working. Good. Hello everybody. I saw this game got announced and published yesterday on Steam. It's the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega's Sonic social media team. I got a couple of nephews that like Sonic. I got a nephew that really likes Sonic. And I thought this would be a cute game to play. And if they don't watch it on stream, I'll make sure to upload whatever I play on YouTube, and we'll see how it goes. New game. ... Whew, made it on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So far so good on my first day on the job. Oh, I totally forgot my name tag isn't ready yet. I should make one. I'll just sign my name here. Oh, my name is, So should it be Ashik or Nixure? Kind of leaning towards Nixure. Or should it be Ashik? Or Nixure? Here we go. Alright. We're going to go with Nixure. And we're just keep going. So I gotta keep going and moving forward. That's my name. Nixure. Did I spell that right? Ha! No, I should probably actually, like, give it like a capital N. Make sure it looks right. There we go. Alright, straight out of Melmond. Followed my channel. Nice, thank you. Alright. Yes, I am Nixure now. Hope passengers can read my scribble. Dining car. Hey Grego, how's it going? Oh, am I nervous? It's my first day on the job, jitters. Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Nixure, shake it off. Well, oh no. Ooh, Nixure done got slapped. Oh, Nixure slapped himself. Okay, Nixure, did I see you hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir, how are you doing this morning? Quite alright myself, though feeling a little bittersweet. Oh man, is everything alright, or is that because you're a sweetie? Well, truth be told, not really. Alas, today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. Time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Well, congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She's already got our plane tickets to Spangone and locked. Our shower's been on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. I can see why his wife's excited. Enough of my quibbles. Today's your first day working the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu added to your inventory. Now, I can open the inventory any time to view items I've received. I should look over the menu carefully. Click. The Mirage Express dining menu. It features chili dog, instant ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. Yeah, it's true. It says I've been playing mostly old JRPGs, you know, the bread and butter. But my nephew is really like, especially my nephew Abby, is really like Sonic. So when I saw this goofy game, I was like, well, I gotta give this one a shot. All right, chili dog, instant ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. All right, exit out of that. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Whoa. Of course there's a quiz. Of course. Which of these do you serve in the dining car? Crab rangoon? A spicy grilled picky? Spicy grilled... Like... Are you like... Is it like a spicy pickle that you've grilled? Or... Are you adding spices to a grilled pickle? Anyways, it's chicken cordon bleu. Ding, ding, ding. Glad you could read the menu, okay? Little about this vessel. It's a state-of-the-art, high-speed, smart train with all the latest gadgets, but only microwave. And this train can really handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together, me and this train. It's not easy to leave. After 32 years, I don't blame him for being wistful. This train is exclusively used for events. It's not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing better than some thrills to end my tenure as conductor. Guests will be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that you'll be on your own. So I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understand? I can't afford to lose this job. You sure can't. The severance pay is lousy. Doors to the Mirage Express are all opening. All aboard. Oh, here they come. Oh, we got this one. This person, their name's Tails. Wow, this train is incredible. What fascinating tech. You're right, Tails. I can get used to staying on a train like this. What do y'all expect? You know, I was all out for my birthday party. This train is elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Calm down there. Calm down there, Rouge. Did I just not catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pin, knucklehead. I can't do stupid voices for all these. Who's gonna miss a teeny tiny pin? Whew, what a cast of characters am I stuck with. Get a hold of yourself, Mixture. You're sweating through your uniform. Ah, there he is. There's the man of the hour. The man who apparently I assume is getting murdered? Hey, pal, can I get one of those chili dogs? Radio, friend. Well, aren't you friendly? Why can't I be normal for 1 second? Because you win a Sonic murder mystery video game. Sonic, wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Haha, sorry about that, birthday girl. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, Nick, sure, won't you? Just click on whoever you'd like to talk with and we'll collect their ticket. Okay, got it. Oh boy. Look at all these things I can click on. Oh, I can even move further over here? Okay. Yeah. Now let's start an order. Howdy, can I please get your ticket? I think that's a ticket. But I really don't want to argue with this guy. Everything looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. Can I get your ticket, young'un? Oh, that's a perfect ticket right there. Right here, sir. Thank you. Oh, wait, nope. Wrong. That's Nick, sure. Thank you. May I offer you any snacks we have on board? No thank you. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. No way. I brought my own sparkle gelatin with me too. It's my first day and I was a little nervous. Don't be nervous, you're doing great so far. We're sparkle gelatin buddies. Ha ha ha, absolutely. If you need anything, just let us know. Thank goodness someone on this train is normal, just eating their sparkly gelatin. Ticket, please. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself aboard. Huh? Don't worry about it. I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feel the worst, but my kids swore you'd swoop in eventually, and you did. Man, this conductor's got a big old backstory. He's got kids and a wife, and they're going to go on a trip, and his shower's broken. Man, I can't offer much other than my sincere gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. Wait a second, is he Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, Sonic. I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun now. Yes. Have dueling fun now. Will do, thanks. Could we please see your ticket? SPO, of course. Excellent. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely. Appreciate it. Oh, there's a fancy got a little rose right over there. All right. There's a calmness about him. Some of his presence put me at ease. Ah, you consider me calming. He's looking right at me. I study ninjutsu. I believe one can communicate through subconscious. Okay, that's a new one for ninjas. All right. Can you cling on the walls? Oh, cling on the walls. What kind of question is that? Oh, and of course, SPO most certainly can. The conductor looks a little too smug at that answer. Alright, oh, wait, what? I can click on this? Yummy, yummy. Don't mind if I do. Nixture, those are for our guests, you know. Train, be sure Nixture only gets those if they ask. Did the arm just kind of nod? Actually, Trey, the conductor wants me to have the whole plate. Good try, young buck. A train I've worked at a long time. You'll have to work hard on that to get what you want. Drat, those snacks look really tasty, too. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket? Yeah, sure, of course. This is a gentleman of upstanding morals. I'd love to show you my ticket. He seems to be avoiding eye contact. There's something amiss, sir. I seem to have misplaced my ticket. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. Don't you worry, we'll take a look around for you and see if it turns up. That'd be amazing. Thanks a million. Seems though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Hee. Why, certainly. Thank you, miss, and thank you for choosing our fun train for your birthday festivities. Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? I mean, this game was free. Man. You see, I'm a girl who... I was going to have the same voice. I'm a girl who loves a good true crime podcast. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. Before we move along, for you, miss. Ooh, it's a key. Where do I use this? Battle unlocked and you're on the train. Happy birthday. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. It's practically tradition. Very useful. We'll use this wisely. Thank you. I will talk to others. May I have your ticket, please? Thank you very much. On top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must always be punctual. For princess? Did you just say princess? If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. A separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday, then I'll hop back into my own dimension. I prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own, so I admit I'm a bit excited. Oh, you don't say. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, princess. Should I bow? Do I bow before princess? What are you doing? Please get up. Why can't I win with this group? Well, hello, you two. What can I do for you? Oh, wait, no. Once again, the conductor did not speak first. Okay. Good morning, man. Can we get your ticket? Ah, my, how forward. Let me fetch it for you. Come back if you need anything else, you hear? Wow, she's so polite. Very easy to talk to as well. Ma'am, I saw you see that $20 bill out of my pocket. I'm going to have to kindly ask for that back. Oh, was this yours? But slipped out. Here you go. Well, I may not be the ones to judge in character. Alright, finally, save the best for last. Everyone's favorite video game character. Here. Thank you, everything is in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we do to help you with? Do you sell gift bags here? No, sadly, we have a plastic grocery bag in the back I can get for you. That stare, brr. So cold. Nick, sure you're shivering. Do you want me to fetch you your jacket? No, I'm good. Is there anyone I've not clicked on? I think I've clicked on everybody. Oh. Have to find that ticket, I see. What's that sticking out of the napkin holder? Say, was someone looking for their ticket earlier? Let's be sure to return this to its rightful owner. And let's make sure no one uses their ticket as a napkin. Lost tickets added to your inventory. Find anything yet? Well, I just have what you need. Nick, why don't you show our friend here what we picked up? Lost ticket. I can really zoom in on it. Cool. Ah, there it is. That's my ticket. Thank you so much to you both. Really worried you kicked me out and I'd miss the murder mystery. Oh, next year would have had the hands full kicking you out. You're right, I wouldn't leave without a fight. You're both alright in my book. Thanks again for the assist. Well, of course, just let us know if you need anything else. Okay, everyone. Time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. And that's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. Ah, the conductor's car. Remember I promised you? You'll do everything in your power to make sure the guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express? Absolutely. You can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And train? Assist Nisha if they need any help, won't you? That's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor and his train. Excellent, I'll be off. I must take my leave. Everyone have a phenomenal time, and don't worry about booking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and has systems for dealing with all that. Everything else, please talk to Nick here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do. Goodbye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit God I sent you. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well? Lore cards. Must be the details of their motivations. So does it make sense for lore cards aren't read out loud, otherwise people will know the murderer's intentions. Now, for the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest suspects. Everyone has signed their roles for the characters they'll be playing. Participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you are a ship captain, and you will be stationed in the conductor car. Naturally, it's where the captain would go. Tails, you are the detective. You'll be here in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Got it. Rouge, you're a business tycoon, and Blaze, you're a titan of industry. Both in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and Espio the poet. Both found in the library. Hear that, Espio? We get to hang out together. And do what? Read? Maybe we can make a tower of books or something. Shadow is the locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalistic reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all that? Yes. I was listening in, hoping that was okay. More than alright. You can help ensure everyone's following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. Everyone's stations marked on this map as well. How convenient. Map added to your inventory. The rules of the games are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. The murderer can kill a single participant however they choose, but he must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you find clues, and interrogate. I'll set a time for 1 hour so everyone can mingle and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone to your stations! Oh, this is so exciting! A murder mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling. I have goosebumps. Same. Isn't it awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist can't be the murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before we're going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Do you know what their character motivations are, Amy? No. The lure cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. My backstory is I was best friends with the Flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. My lore is I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Not gonna lie, this kind of sounds fun. Wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty. Whoa! Scary music. The train started moving. It's so fast, grab onto something. What's going on? I'm slipping. Hold on. I can't. No. You're both awake. Yeah, seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright? Yeah, my head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. Seems to have been knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth with the experience, that's for sure. Is this actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. I don't recall them warning about this in the interview. We should go check on the others. Nixure, can you get the door? Of course. Seems the door is blocked. I don't think it's budging. I'll be right back, y'all. Sorry about that. Door ain't budging. Amy, give that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico Pico hammer. Let's find another way out. I'll start looking for clues. I'll search over here. I know Amy, she's hiding something. Uh-huh. Well, she just wake up before something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here. All the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm going to need your help. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Check out everything you can around this closet and we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Ah, the game loop. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. Well, I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Understood. You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Ah, the wet floor sign. Keep people alert and safe. Once I slipped up some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is as fast as they say. But he was also going so fast he slipped on the juice too. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, that's a thought that counts, I suppose. Ooh. What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook any of this for you? We get out of here, sure. I normally never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gotten a lot of use lately. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza, haha. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Something's always hitting the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. On the bright side, this is a very clean trash bin. How did I become as optimistic as this kid? The shelf blocking our exit. It's currently not budging. Hey, Nixure, look closely at this. How did this side of the shelf get smashed? There's nothing else this shelf could have fallen into, and I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like this is important. We should log it. Crack on the shelf is added to your inventory. Okay, clearly there's nothing else to click on except for things I've already clicked on. Alright. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we find 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. Dig ourselves out on a train? I'll keep looking. Just talk. Oh, okay. Start interrogation. Alright. That's where we click on. I clicked on you already. Aha! What's this, a rod? Oh, it's a broken rod. The tip is broken. It seems to be originally attached to something. I don't know if it's related to a mystery, but I like spinning it around, so keep it. Stick is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. Start interrogation. Amy, I believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accused me on my own birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy, is it? I'm stuck in here just like the 2 of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? So I attempted to escape. I don't think you were sitting idly while Nixure and I were knocked out. No, you attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Show me evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. Do you have evidence to prove that? Nick, sure, let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of evidence from your inventory. Once that's been deduced, we must inform our argument to fight back. Alright, let's do it. What proves that you attempted to escape the dining car closet? What? Some damage on the cell was supposed to prove something. It fell over. Damage makes sense. We have no argument here. You're grasping. Okay, Tails, what now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. How does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So I have to explain myself. Well, you see, well, you get stumped. I like to think. What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings and crushing badniks. He never loses. Ah, sound low like an endless runner game. Yeah. I play a lot of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think, what would Sonic do? And find your argument. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire a comeback like Sonic would do. oh shoot. Oh no. I actually have to play a game. What the hell? I was not ready for that. Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing about the shelf to fall into. You're telling me on a train that this well kept that the damage was here before we arrived? Well, I believe someone's responsible for hitting the shelf. You just said nothing was around the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? Well, the stick. What is that, a stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? Oh, here we go. This is way more thought out than an April Fool's joke should be. You're right, a stick can't do this kind of damage to the shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something it could, like, let's say, a hammer? Ack. This isn't a stick at all, is it? This is actually the handle to your Pico hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. It's as both of you said. I tried to get this all the way out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation. I never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. It's one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I'll need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective, and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Just tighten things here, a little bit over there, and fixed. Tails, thank you. According to my calculations, to be at the shelf right here, that should do the trick. Alright. Stand back. The shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free. Great job, Emmy. Let's get out of here. Woo. Oh, shoot. This is all sorts of wrecked. It can't be. It's Sonic. Someone murdered my darling Sonic. Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this at once. Anyway, I want to figure out who did this too. Wait for me. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. Ready? That was really convincing, Sonic. Sonic? Body numb. Can't move. But what are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Sonic? Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are these wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? Is this part of the murder mystery, or is this serious? Sonic! Oh, no, no, no. I feel myself panicking. Calm down. What do I do? I need you to do in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of, understood? These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I'll leave their care to you, my favorite employee. Sure to move me down on this last ride. I need to catch up to Amy Tails and get the bottom of this. In this part of the game, I just can't risk it. I'll give everyone safe, conductor, you'll see. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. In the saloon car. Whoa, look at this place. Tails, next year I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Do you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing could actually happen to him. We're all just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You don't have to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap at a lot of strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game? Is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Of course. If you ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch you looking glum, though, you just know it's because, where's my lure card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You varmints. What y'all doing here in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I could see that. Amy moseyed through here and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long you kept up that voice for Amy. Well, we were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi, and nope. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's awfully agitated about something. Why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Next, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Something's always in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Haha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Clearly won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. What? What? I want to play some Monkey Ball. Why can't we do that? Oh, do you think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more caused from punches? Who could have done that? That's a good sprite placement. What to look at me for? Smashed arcades, add to your inventory. Breathtaking views. This train passes by some incredible sights. Yeah, I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. And I don't mind roller coasters, but I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this record. This is interesting. What is it? It's just a few used cups. Sure, why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? And this one has lick tip on the rim. Well, that's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. But I got more things to do. Robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear my job for a little bit? What can a microwave? Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, 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 crunch. Kind of bland. Seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? Look, patooey! Or maybe they're just insulted? Huh, that's funny. The door's locked tight. We can't go any further. Wonder how he was able to leave then. Good point. When these doors locked, how long were they locked for? I'll have to keep this in mind. Alright. That's all we got here. Let's talk to Knuckles. Thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat, or please don't beat me up. No promises. I'm Knuckles. Knuckles, would you ever fight me? No, you bruise too easily. Wouldn't be fun. I bruise easily too. Guess I won't be fun to fight either. No, I'd fight you. Dang. I'm sorry, wish you luck. He's not actually gonna fight me, right? Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, let me know, won't you? Sure, like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, make sure you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Uh-huh. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Knuckles, Nixure and I are determined what you're doing during the hour the murder took place. Alright, I told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too. We do? Take a look at our inventory. What was distracted Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? The arcade machine, ha! What makes you think I touched it? Oh, let's do it. Oh shoot, that's... Wow, okay. This is getting... Oh no! Losing rings! Woo! This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... Oh, basically, damages are punches. Why are y'all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. Huh? How will you? I'm on it. Nixure, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Oh no. This is... Oh my gosh. Arcade machine is fixed. What? Don't look at the scores! Quick, look at the scores! I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. This picture's being hanging here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score, and Vector beat you. Oh, that's a blushing Knuckles. And in frustration, he destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grr. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Oops. Oh shoot! Yeah, that thing's not literally too. Let's try quick. Let's try this again. Jeez, I'm not good at this. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Ugh. Now, Nixure, what proves Vector was here of Knuckles? No! Yeah, I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. It's like I'm not... It's not like I wasn't... don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It is as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and my alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this group had a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something, failed, made fun of our game, and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently? Listen, I don't know why she showed up, but I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Well, you two relent. I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited our play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, and Knuckles destroyed the machine. Makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something else I noticed. One more name on that high score list. Doesn't make sense. Nick, you take a look one more time. An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? All the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who goes by Ultium? You may not know, Nixure, but there's someone here that goes by that title. The Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Who would be... nothing sneaks by it, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, and then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too? Man, all the characters did not stick around in their appointed areas, huh? He tossed the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They were both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has sort of key too. That's right, she got the special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know, they didn't tell me. even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're going to have to find them and ask themselves. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Go ever KO Sonic and Earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wants to talk to us. Will do, Sheriff. Go on, Nixure, let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Nixure, coming. Ready to mosey on down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. Library car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist and reporter, Amy Rose, hot on the scoop. I'm heading out, but you've been fabulously helpful. Alrighty, before you go, Espino and I want to give you your presents. My presents? Ah, you're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have we found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? Yeah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. How are you going to leave? The door of the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has the master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case for anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. Oh, I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just making sure things go well. Well, things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills? Non-existent. I'm Vector the Butcher, and I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio the Poet. Poetry. A resident message from the poet to the reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives, the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you'd like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Nixure and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seeming looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by rolling that little monkey, that rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car, and we are stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped in here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. Oof, all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have locked the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We just need to peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Our alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We'll need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio's are actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Alright, so we got hang in there, that place with the brochures, some fallen books, the door out, got them, got the robot arm, got a globe, got him doing his poetry thing, a bookshelf. Alright, let's start here. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He scouts you through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Cool. Oh, the skylights are lit up too. Alright, cool. They saw something of the many future capabilities, but does seem to mention how to drive the train, which would have been neat. Alright, there's this one book. Interesting. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird it's even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. Food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. Never been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone's been everywhere, haven't they? The poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I would not want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Ooh, trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash list check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing in there. I really thought there'd be something there. Are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something in the next trash can when we find. Really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. I've wait. Alright, so my wife in the chat asked, can I spend $500 on a Pomeranian? Can you spend $500 on a Pomeranian? That's a great question, can we? Let's take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts you right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. No! No! Don't fall asleep. If you sleep in the game, you sleep for real. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time murder, mystery, murdered my nap time. Oh, so many books to the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay, I see. That's so much money. And we've got some really big trips planned, though. Our budget's kind of strapped. Alright. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below set rings, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. Little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There was no way that would tell us about to this poster, right? Alright. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destinations ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Look at this. There's a couple of maps here. There seems to be a map of the library map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Should we take this brochure? My fondness for caves. Good. Shadows logged as added to your inventory. Alright. What a poem about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I've lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I really like that one. Wait, I want to check out the skylight. Oh, Chaos Cola. Okay. Check out our book club. Book them up, Gone Gal. Alright. Cool. I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. They just tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Alright. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Nixure and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector went to go play games of Knuckles, and Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. When you waited, and add that out. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. That seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. That brings our attention to you, SPO. Rouge entered the library card, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once SPO starts to read, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. Must have been a good read. What was the book? SPO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book that might be. Help me out. Alright, what book do we think? The only book we have. A manual? Do you think he was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Woo! Woo! There are books scattered on the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Oh. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SPO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SPO. But you're a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That indeed was the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Nixure, if you don't mind. Could you ask SPO a question about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SPO about the manual. Prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I do remember the coder saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company didn't just want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SPO aced that question. Next year, hit him with another one. Okay, what should I? Page 2 is 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you'll be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Jeez. Person made this roll must be over 65. Alright, let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. What page should I pick last? What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train is an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally, it's wild how you'll retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'll be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual, and those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? Yeah! Read! You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is so hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so this weekend Is that true? Vector was the only one seeing you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Picture? Oh, map? Oh, the Shadow's Lock. Shadow's Lock? Please, pray tell, what does it do with anything? Well, we're up, Nixure. Let's get our argument together. Alright. Ah, got through. Shadow walked through the library car to get the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. Wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. SPO says he has Shadow in the library card, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. There's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one each other on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't cause you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SPO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning when the saloon car to lock the doors, then at what moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SPO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Nixure, one that I would love SPO to solve. You gotta believe me. The cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back to the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't, I didn't. Why does it seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading, or did he actually vanish to not... Did he somehow vanish to not notice the return to the library? My favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure that guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows that Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another? Alright. Oh. Ah. Right. Man, these are... The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from each other. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow could not have seen each other. We'll have to point out, on the point out, is that what looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could have SBO been for Shadow to not see him? Alright, it's right in that same spot. Well, hello. Alright. There you go, Vita. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hello, puppy. Alright. So I think I found the right spot. When I return from the saloon car, SPO is in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen each other from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SPO or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense why he never shadowed his return, SPO. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. I'm glad you all believe me now. Yeah, your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm going to crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, seems the door to the next car is open. They must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. That's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SPO. Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock. Sorry, tick-tick-tock goes the clock. While our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Nixure, let's see what's next. Coming. I sure wish I look at all the great books a little longer. The mystery calls! Alright, the investigation continues. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you've brought the Microwave Master with you. Oh, please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right. You folks have brought up a lot. Care to explain? Tell them, Rouge. We're going to need their help. Blaze? Alright. I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Treasure? I didn't tell them about any treasure in the interview. Since I'm pot business tycoon, pot purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell them what it is, Rouge. Alright, well, it's a Fabergé chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. Please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She wrote me in on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced the Fabergé chow egg is here, in this train car locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure's real? It's actually here? And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train blueprints in the library card. The safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. The train's blueprints? Please, Rouge, let us see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart. Heart. There's a problem. We need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé Chow egg. We're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card and use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. So you want us to help you steal the egg? Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing your decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Next year, do you have an opinion on this? Stealing is for squares. I mean, I do work on this train, but clearly... Yeah, let's do it. Let's steal from the train. Who needs this job anyways? Oh, we're going to do a heist, Ida. You hear that? Yeah! Yeah, we're going to do a heist. Your mommy says hi. May I get back to playing the video game now, please? Gotta play the heist. Alright. Access to the Fabergé Chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has the access code. Do we? We could attack the guard, bribe the guard, or distract the guard. That makes most sense. Distract the perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. That was actually a really nice thing to say. Is there anything? I never really seen you smile like that. Yeah, I don't know how to get a compliment. If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs to work. Alright, who's distracting the security guard? Yeah, Rouge. Of course I'll distract him. Who would resist my feminine charms? I'm not sure how effective your charms will be on a Chow. Plus, your flight might prove useful. I'm not sure being a distraction makes sense. Okay, well, let's think it over again. Who distracted the security guard? Tails? Alright. Guess that leaves Blaze. I will never falter. I'll distract this Chow. Great. Her voice was so stoic, I had chills. I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Excellent. People love talking about themselves. This will easily distract the guard. Perfect. I think we can move on then. The guard distracted. Rouge, how will you gain the access card? I'll slash the access key, no problem. That Chow in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent. I knew, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. The card obtained. We need to get Blaze out of there. Nixure, what's your plan? Say there's a drink without a coaster. Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. A card will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, with the card distracted, we'll all head to the elevator. Just like that, we'll all make it in the elevator. Inside, we... Celebratory dance, pop some apple cider, sing victory a cappella. Now that's a proper victory. Oh no, one last security measure we didn't account for. What do we do with the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? High five each of them. Oh, no, they're claws. Ah, okay. Alright, Tails going to disengage the arms. Alright. Oh no, Tails is taking a while. The arms are tightening their grip. Right, and hope they sympathize. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I have to say, this plan is perfect. Everyone's ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. Alright, let's see what's up that elevator. Oh, that did work. Alright, cool. Well, I knew the plan would go off without a hitch. We couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit. And it was executed to perfection. Enough chatter. We claim a real prize. I have the safe code right here on these blueprints. Let us claim our Fabergé Chow Egg. Hee hee. Well, this is a casino card, so all expensive gold is here. Maybe rings too? Rings, you can find those lying out in the grass. That's of no interest to us. Let's focus on the real prize, shall we? Right. We gotta get to the safe with the Fabergé Chow Egg inside. No question, it's gotta be the safe with our treasure. Enter the code on the blueprints and find out, Rouge. Oh, on it, sweetheart. Let's see. 230401. Oh, wow. It's here. Haha, I have it. Alright, before everyone sees this, let's get out of here. Hold on, kiddo, we can't be so hasty. Really, that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? Only 3 of these eggs are ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these have never lived tale to tale. You can open the egg? You sure can. And I'll bear witness to this secret. Rouge, I don't know if you should. All you do is twist it. Tick, 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 tick. Uh-oh. Rouge, no one has lived to tell the egg's secret because each egg is a bomb? Okay, that's an interesting way to do a treasure. I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. Oh, we need to dispose of that egg now. Well, all our hard work. Rouge. Fine, fine. What else do we do? Where do I put this thing? Excellent question. What can we do with the bomb? Oh, wow. There's a lot of options here. What a prude. Alright, twist the egg again? Great idea. Nope, 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 that ain't working. Alright, toss the egg in the safe. Oh, let's finish to see what happens. Are you saying you want us to blow up? But the egg isn't a bomb. Wait, that's right. Make sure that you're onto something. What's... Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time. Which is, SPO did say something interesting when we quizzed him about the egg's manual. Train's manual. What efficient and extremely calculated, accurate technology was this installed to keep the same spotless? Robotic arms. Those robot arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If the bomb was brought onto the train disguised as Fabergé Chow Egg, the arms would have detected it and they wouldn't have allowed it on. The only other person who knows this coming and going is the conductor, and he surely would have lasted anything either. If we're out of options, I think we should wait and see what happens. Alright, let's wait. Alright. Hey, get opened. It's hollow, not a bomb at all. You're really onto something. Woo! My. Well, that's one way to get the heart racing. I'm completely relieved. My hunter's right, thankfully. Eek, and look what's inside. Oh, wow, look at that sparkle. It's so heavy, too. The final secret of the Fabergé Chow egg is a chow covered in gems. It's perfect. It's exquisite. It's revolutionary. She's drooling over a sparkly ornament? I must admit, it is stunning. He said no one lived to tell the Fabergé Chow's egg secret. I wonder why the egg wasn't a bomb. Ah, because they weren't as tough as us. I don't know. Who cares? What a precious treasure. A beauty to behold. Maybe they naturally died of old age and just kept the secret with them? As much fun as this has been, we should really get out of here before we're spotted. Ah, good call. Let's go. Alright, well this was... No one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. Hope they subdued the drink coaster fiend okay. Thank you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking. Stealing was strangely fun, but I'd prefer never to do it again. Now Rouge. She's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow. Wait, what is it, darling? About those blueprints. Now that you're done with them, maybe we could have a look? Well, I appreciate your assistance. It is, as I said, finders keepers. Now, I'll need them a little bit longer in case I missed any other treasures. But I promise I'll let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Alright, well, get out of your way for now, then. We have a murder mystery to attend to. Before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these. He passed through earlier. Let me unlock the door for you so you continue forward. You know, we've had a lot of people mention you, Rouge. We've also had just as much suspicion about Shadow. He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you. The door's unlocked. Both of you stay safe. Thanks again. Alright, will do. Come on, let's head on out. The mystery continues. Alright. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. We're back at the camera. Work for me here. Okay. Let's see what else we got here going on. Thanks again for your help earlier. Now, what can I do for you, darlings? Oh, your alibi? Don't relinquish your alibi or get for us, Rouge. When Amy began the murder mystery, what did you do? Well, once Amy paired Blaze and I up, I immediately roped her in on my Fabergé chow egg hunt. I split up the casino car, and I went searching for the blueprints. Walked back to the library, saloon cards, till I found library cards. See Sonic at all during your search? Sonic? No, I don't believe so. He wasn't done any card in the beginning. You have anything to support your claim? Listen, plenty of people saw me poking around, and I have blueprints on me. Hardly have time to chase Sonic down, murder him, and find the blueprints myself. We appreciate your answer and presence, Rouge. You take care now. Likewise, darling. Well, Abby, nice to see you. So far, Sonic's been murdered, and we're trying to hunt him down. There's some casino chips. That's Dr. Eggman's logo. I suppose he does deal a lot with casinos. He's an evil scientist that always causes trouble for us and Sonic. Every poker chip I've personally seen has Eggman's mug on it. So I'm not too surprised to see this here. Huh. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised then. Wait a minute. Does that mean... Ooh, yeah, awesome. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting close to everything here. Because because we started here where Sonic was murdered. Moved on here to the Knuckles car. Then went to the library card. Now we're at the casino card. What went next is Shadow. Then the conductor, who now I'm wondering may or may not be Eggman. And that's the real trick. Pulling off that heist is much more enjoyable than the rest of these casino games. Your alibi? Alright, so this is all... $14,000 credits. That's enormous payout. How did you... alright. Alright, so clearly... Dr. Eggman's built a lot of casinos to run around in, but I don't actually sit down and play for fun. Want to play some blackjack? Let me show you. Oh. Alright, let's go find Shadow. Lounge car. No, the Chow Band. Cool. Now is as good as any time to clean out my pockets. I know you won't talk, but I know exactly why you've been locking these doors. It's hard to get a word in as long as you talk over me. I have my reasons. No reason is convincing enough. It's inconceivable what you did. Hey, what's going on? I see you made it here, Tails. I didn't expect the Iron Chef as well. And we'll see what you say when your microwave chili dog's delicious. I'd also like to know why you've been locking these doors throughout the train, Shadow. Well, it seems Amy already knows, so ask her. Humph. I'm not saying a thing. You lot will have to tell me why. Now, if you could leave me be, I have an appointment coming up. An appointment? Who wants to meet with him? Well, Nixure, it seems like Shadow isn't going to talk. Let's do some investigating. Alright, ready to find some answers, Tails? Indubitably, my dear... I should name my character Watson. Presenting Big Chow Band. Take a beat. Visit Music Plant Zone. I think you can open up the wardrobe, please? Sure. Wait, is there a reason why you want me to do it? What if something falls out, or where someone leaps out? I just think you should do it. Alright, let's do it. Alright, watch a pro. All this dust, you opened the door too fast. It blew everywhere. Big Chow Band. Give us a jam. That was spiritual. I feel reawakened. There's another robot arm, just doing his thing. As an employee, do you have any power over these arms? Can you tell it to do something? Oh no, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, robot arm, can you bring me a cold chaos cola? Nope, not listening to me. I'm quite parched too. I can run and get a chaos cola for you. No, I'll be alright. Thank you, Tails. Now I'm the one that's supposed to be working here after all. Keyring must be Shadows, the locksmith. Interesting that there's only 2 keys. I figured a locksmith would have a bunch. Want to take it? Yeah, let's take it. Seems like a printer's hooked up to the computer. Can we print something? Oh no, this is the biggest decision I've made in this game. Sonic singing a song or Sonic rowing a boat? This has got more S's in it. Huh, this printer's surprisingly tricky to use, huh? Tricky, yeah. The user interface isn't very clear, but it won't let stop me. There it is. And here you go. Yep, this is exactly what I asked for. I'll quietly set this back on the printer. Alright, run a boat. Have you ever had a printer work when you wanted it to? Fair enough. Alright, work like a charm. There you go. This is exactly what I asked for. Alright, cool. Well, the computer, though. They tell us about this in my interview. The lounge has a computer complete with internet access for casual browsing. How lovely. Seems convenient. It is. Shame to be on the computer missing out on these gorgeous views, though. I feel like if you're using a computer here, you must really need to use it. Can't move on to where you can target Shadow. I guess you were. Back to it. Alright. Ah, trash can, Tails. No. Tails, I think we should check the trash bin. Every trash bin has been empty, and you've been disappointed every time. I'm gonna get sad again if there's nothing in the trash bin. There's always something in the trash bin! Alright, let's check the trash bin. What's this? It's someone print out the front page of a ticket website. It's for the band Hot Honey. Interesting. Hot Honey is one of Amy's favorite bands. Who cares what it is? Let us add it to our inventory. Are we sure this isn't just trash? I'll let you have this. There's always success if we check the trash bin. Wow, Tails, you gotta check this out. Ooh, these windows are huge. What a view. I didn't realize you would drive along the coast. Spectacular, isn't it? Just want to hop out and take a dip in the ocean. This train wasn't so nice to be on, I'd agree. Despite the murderer lingering in the air. Despite the murderer lingering in the air. I just thought the same thing. Make sure you and... Have you not figured out that you and Tails are more or less the same character? Alright, let's talk to Amy. Glad you two finally caught up. I'm surprised it took you so long to get here, although I thought you wanted to save Sonic. We've been thorough. Do you have any clues for us? Just a hot tip, but all will be revealed in due time. I think I'll be shedding a big light on this whole case. I hear sharing is caring. No way. Journalist reporter Amy Rose is always first to reveal a scoop. Ready to challenge Shadow, talk to him, then I'll be ready. I'm curious what she seems confident. Hold you to it. That that is a good point. You know, like the train will auto-confiscate weapons, but she's gotten to keep the hammer on her. So the birthday girl wants, and I don't go anywhere with it. Out my hammer. Ah, birthday law. We should have known. Everyone knows the birthday rules. Makes sense to me. Now, no more questions. We're ready to challenge Shadow. Talk to him. I'll be ready. Cake first, dinner after. Otherwise I'll get full on dinner and can't have any cake. You have priorities. I can respect that. Just makes sense. Okay. Why did you come here? There's nothing to help either of you with. I ask that you leave me be. That stare. So cold. You know, maybe we will get out of here. Actually, we will certainly not. I'll take you up on that coffee. When I'm back in the dining car, I'll whip that right up. Coffee and a train. There's no better combination. Some marshmallows would make it perfect. Sure. It must take every muscle in his body to agree with Tails. I don't see anything else to click on. So going outside. Clicked on computer, clicked on printer, clicked on that, clicked on that. Him. That. Oh, I see this. There's a thing right here. Tails, do you see this? A pull string? Picture. What? It's got to activate something. What? The back of the wardrobe opened. There's a full passageway back there. Come on, we gotta see where this leads. He's curious. This must mean something big. This is the library. It's a secret passage from the lounge to the library. I don't believe it. Shh, back into the passage before they spot us. We need to add that to our inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Shadow and find out what really happened. Think you're so ultimate, life form. Let's go. Shadow, we have questions for you. Will you three get out? I'm busy. As I said, I have an appointment to attend to. Sorry, but this is important. Shadow, we've questioned everyone on this train. And every single person has mentioned running into you. You've been locking every door on this train, and I know why. What? Pray tell, why was I locking all the doors? Time to reveal my hot tip. Hope everyone's ready for a scoop found by yours truly. We're ready. According to the map, the next car is the conductor's car, where Sonic was stationed. This door, right here in the lounge car, is the only door that leads to the conductor's car. Following? So Shadow was locking all the doors for one reason and one reason alone. To keep Sonic from escaping the conductor's car. So you think Shadow was trapping Sonic? I sure do. He locked the conductor's car, and then locked all the others so the one locked door wasn't suspicious. Pure conjecture. You all get out of here and leave me be. Well, my source can back up these claims. They'll remain anonymous, but I think the point stands. My source claims they never saw Sonic again after he went to the conductor's car. Why? Because he was trapped and he couldn't leave the conductor's car. Reckless speculation. Does the logic sound though? Why was Shadow trapping Sonic? I'll play along and follow this train of logic, Amy. If Shadow did lock the door to the conductor's car, imprisoning Sonic, then how was Sonic found in the dining car? Exactly. I think Nick and I can explain the car change, however. I was as far as that Shadow could have gotten into the dining car. Hidden passage. Yep, gotta think. And play a weird little Sonic game. Whoa, that's different. Alright, I was able to think. Nixer and I found a hidden passage in the wardrobe that leads right to the library card. Saying library card and not car. Whatever. Secret passage? So someone could have used the passage, snuck through the library car, walked past the distracted boys playing arcade, and safely arrived at the dining car. Excellent work, Nixer. This adjusts my theory a bit. So Shadow must have murdered Sonic in the conductor car, but then thought the crime being so close to the station was suspicious. Shadow picked up Sonic, locked the door to the conductor car on the way out, then dropped the body off of the dining car. Are you officially accusing Shadow of murder? I am, but of course, this is just a theory. I don't have any evidence to back this up, other than my hot scoop. Seems Tails and I were more thorough than you. If Shadow's not going to talk, then I'll humor you once again. If Shadow traveled through the hidden passageway and appeared in the library car, then how did Espio and Vector not see him? Well, I suppose it would be hard to sneak around two people. Do you have any guesses? Oh, well, Espio and Vector didn't see Shadow because Vector was with Knuckles. Vector was with Knuckles and wouldn't have seen Shadow enter the library car. See? Things are falling into place. But what about Espio? Well, I believe he was behind a bookshelf at a table reading. Espio reading in the library checks out. That's what he told me too. He's lying. What was that, Shadow? When I completely obliterated Knuckles and Vector at whatever game, I left the saloon car. I spent some time looking for Espio, but he was not there. He was not in the library car. Like I'd believe you, you are currently my #1 suspect. Why were you even searching for Espio, huh? You must know, I needed to give him a key. As if, why would a locksmith be giving away his keys? Shadow's been giving away a lot of keys, actually. Everyone but us seems to have one. That's true. Everyone's been able to unlock the next door for us. I didn't know that. Shadow's been passing out keys? Perhaps Nixer and I can further validate Shadow's claims. We can do what? What evidence supports Shadow's claim that he was giving keys away? Oh, well, the keyring. Shadow's keyring with 2 dangling keys. I always thought a locksmith would have more keys than that. This one. That feels good. Now to get my thoughts in order. I gotta think. Woohoo! I almost lost that one. There's only reason why there's exactly 2 keys on that keyring. Those are the 2 keys Shadow meant to give to Espio and Vector. No way. What about one of his own key? Shouldn't one of those be for him? I have my own key on me. Ugh, interesting. So let's say Shadow's telling the truth. Then what? If Shadow didn't murder Sonic and bring him to the dining car, then what possible reason could he have for locking all the doors? She's right. Her theory is strong. Tails and I certainly haven't presented any possibilities. Is Shadow really innocent in Sonic's murder? I think Nixer and I know exactly why Shadow was locking all those doors. Why does he keep including me too? First, Amy, I have one question for you. Has everyone today given you a birthday present? Oh, most everyone, yeah. Everyone's been so sweet. Just, Shadow and Sonic haven't given me anything yet. That's okay, just them being here is enough. Understood. Thank you, Amy. Nixer? Yes, Tails? I have a theory, but I need a piece of evidence to support it. We know Shadow walked through every train car locking the exits. He gave everyone stationed in the cars a key. Except for you, me, and Amy. That's right. The conductor gave Amy her birthday key, not Shadow. So why would he lock all the doors and not give us a key? Was Shadow locking all the doors to keep us away? Not us. I'm making a leap here, but stick with me. I think Shadow is trying to keep Amy away. What? Excuse me? Shadow would never do that. It's my birthday. You know it's my birthday, right? Don't you, Shadow? How dare Nick show me evidence? Huh? If Shadow was trying to keep me away, prove it. You've been so thorough, or whatever. What proof do you have? Okay. Tails thinks Shadow was trying to keep Amy away. Why? Well, I've been sure that Shadow didn't want Amy to know. Trash can! Gotta think. Ah! Nuts. Alright, let's get it down. Let's go. Jeez. Woo! Okay. He went rooting through the trash? Huh, what's that? Oh, we found this in the trash bin next to the printer. It's a band's ticket website. Tails, don't. Wait. This is Hot Honey's website. No way, I love them. Hot Honey? It's the band I'm currently obsessed with. Jeremy B is my current favorite. All the members have B after their name? Yes, hee, isn't it cute? I haven't gone to any of their shows yet to see them, though. Their tickets are really hard to get. You gotta be ready online at a very specific time, and they sell in minutes. Well, lordy, have I heard that. So the question becomes, why was this paper found in the train car that Shadow was stationed in? Watch yourself, Fox. The situation is becoming much clearer. I don't know what Tails figured out things so soon. We see where he's heading. Print out the Hot Honey's band ticket website exists because Shadow was buying tickets for Amy. Shadow, is this true? Are you trading me concert tickets for my birthday? I've done a poor job hiding the surprise, it seems. Yes, I'm trying to get you concert tickets for your birthday. Shadow. I used that printer earlier and found it difficult to manage. When logging onto the website, did you print the home page by accident? Yes, that's exactly what happened. I'm not fantastic with computers, admittedly. I can't believe this after I accused you of murder. You were just... Spill everything, Shadow. The cat's back. I want to know everything. Fine, the surprise is ruined anyway. Oof, probably our fault there. Sorry, it's a detective's job, I suppose. When I arrived on the train, I realized everyone else had a gift except for me. Worried for my social status, I immediately began brainstorming ideas and saw the computer. I remembered Amy had never seen Hot Honey live and looked it up. That's when I accidentally printed the homepage. The concert tickets were actually on sale, I realized. Would be available soon. Is that the appointment you keep speaking of? The time you're able to actually buy the concert tickets? Precisely. I have not yet purchased tickets. I know I had to keep Amy away while I waited to buy the tickets, so I began locking all the doors. But for the safety of everyone, I handed out the keys so they could get in and out. Tell them not to let anyone through, though. Didn't work. I still managed to make it here somehow. Because the conductor gave me this. This key opens up any door on the train. I've gone through every locked door of these. The plan's fatal flaw, the birthday key. Should have guessed. It's a well-known privilege. Your gesture is so sweet, and after I accused you, too. How about this? Let's buy tickets later, and I'll make it up to you. You can come with me. I actually don't know if... Too late. It's happening. I can't wait. Show of a lifetime. Fine. Ugh. Happy birthday, Amy. I expect lots of pictures from the concert, you two. Oof. Seems the mystery of Shadow's locked doors have finally reached the end. I blame my source for all this. This wasn't the hot tip after all, leading me on to believe Shadow was actually behind everything. My credibility as a journalistic reporter down the drain. Amy, I am curious, who is the source for your big scoop? I'd like to know that as well. Sorry, strictly confidential. My credibility may be shot, but my principles must stay intact. I have a strong feeling I know exactly who your source is. We need to investigate one last area, the conductor's car. I'll come with you. I'd love to know who's dragging my name through the mud. I'll join as well. Time to see this through to the end. Well, more than happy to have you both. I hate to say it, I believe our investigation's finally coming to a close. Pieces are coming together. A full picture's becoming clearer and clearer. Let's end this tale so we'll pin down Sonic's murderer for good. Right on then, let's do it. Ready to get a conductor's car? Let's finish this. It's now or never. One second. Should really sort out my evidence before I continue. My short time working on this train, I haven't visited the conductor car yet. Feels empty? Wait, where's the conductor? I haven't seen him throughout the train at all. Last we saw him was when he left the dining car. Something clearly happened here. Nothing we can't figure out. Come on, time to investigate. Let's crack on. Did this fall over when the train sped up? Not sure. Wait, what's it say in the mug? Cup of joe in your hand, a wife by your side, paradise. Alright, we get it. Loves his wife. I do too. I've noticed these screens throughout the entire train. Yeah, they're used for information advertisements. They're nice, the picture is really clear. I could watch a full movie on one. I saw a slide that said, "Happy birthday, Amy." That was so cute. The next ad being for nasal medication was a little jarring, though. The high-quality screens probably didn't do that ad any favors. Not at all. Perhaps too much detail. A microphone. We can talk to the whole train with this. Should I say something? Make sure you're reaching for the mic. Just offering some musical entertainment. That was impressive. Thank you for sharing. A vent. It's a large one. There's at least one person could fit through. Not a problem for me, but I'm not sure how you get up there. Wait, why wouldn't it be a problem for you? Oh, the tails, right. Picture. Whoa, this robot arm has been completely torn off. Yuck, how creepy. That arm is powerful. It'd be tough to break out of its grip. A lot of people have the strength to tear this off. But the question is why? A confrontation definitely occurred in this room. We should log this. Aye, aye, sir. Trash can. You're so satisfied. Find a clue here before, huh? I know what they say, always check the trash bin, but I'm good. I'll go on a high note. Wow, the conductor looks so young in his uniform. He's been here a long time. After 32 years, he's telling me he's finally retiring. He said he's headed to Spagonia with his wife. I hope they have a great trip. 32 years is a long time. I wish him lots of happiness. May any future sorrow be fleeting. Yes, I wish that too. What's that? Was that some playing darts? That's not a throwing dart. That's a blow dart. Someone brought a weapon onto this train. That shouldn't be possible. Tails is right. The train detects any weapons on a passenger before letting them aboard. Let's make a note of this. Blow dart is added to your inventory. I think we've had enough clues. Let's talk to Amy and solve this once and for all. I didn't realize these robot arms could also drive the train. Yeah, but they can't access every function of the train like the conductor can. Did they teach you how to drive it? No, just how to work the microwave. I recognize some of these functions, but I can drive the train. I would completely trust you to drive the train. Same, actually, Tails is a genius. It's true, you could drive this train flawlessly. Aw, guys. Anything I'm missing? So let's talk to Shadow before I talk to Amy. Isn't it odd we haven't seen the conductor since the dining car? I figured he had to drive the train the entire time. I guess the same, but the train's quick speed up is odd, and we currently don't know where he is. Please, alright. Admittedly, I do miss his laugh. Wahahaha. Alright, Tobias. So, get our map here. We started here, and Sonic was dead. So we moved on. Talked to Knuckles. He's a cowboy. Then we've got Espio and Vector. Anyway, there's a crocodile. Alligator? I don't know. They're in the library doing this stuff. He was actually hiding with Knuckles playing Super Monkey Ball. Then Knuckles got mad that he had a higher score, so Knuckles broke the arcade machine. Anyways, then we had a little heist going on with Blaze and Rouge over here. And then Shadow was really was going to buy concert tickets to the Eorzea Symphony for Amy, except it was a boy band, and it was really hard buying tickets, and printers suck. So anyways, we're now here, and now we're about to find out what's really going on. Alright. Well, you two, think you have enough evidence for me to call everyone here? It's high time we named a suspect. What do you think, Nick? You ready to solve this case? Sure. Hello, everyone. This is the birthday girl speaking. Please report to the conductor's car at once. Everyone, ... Wonderful to have you all here. Tails and I are ready to announce our prime suspect. With assistance from Nick. Why hasn't Sonic shown up? Vector. Real quick, can you come with me to get Sonic? He must still be pretending to be dead, lazy bum. Ready, let's go get him. Let me tell you, darlings, this has been a delight. A delight? The air in here is so intense, I love it. Nothing like the thrill of a mystery. This train has so many amenities. I feel so catered to. Admittedly, I've been having a lot of fun myself. The amusement of chase. I see why you're a detective outside of this mystery, Espio. You and I love a good thrill, it seems. But on this train, I am but a humble poet. I'd be willing to do an event like this again. It says here that the train does escape rules as well. I love escape rooms. Count me in. So glad everyone's having a good time. But we could ride a train just to relax sometime? Yeah, that'd be fun too. Ah! What in the world? That's Amy's voice. Quick, where's Amy? Hey, he's not responding to us. Sonic! Sonic! What, is he hurt? Why isn't he moving? Sonic, can you hear us? He's banged up. If there's a pulse, it's weak. Set him down, Vector. Make sure his head's propped up. I'll help you. I knew one of you would take this too far. Which one of you did this to Sonic? On my birthday, no less. Could this really have been one of us? There's no one else here, Knuckles. So I'll ask again. Oh man, they got the shady. She's ready to kill. Which one of you did this? This is inexcusable. Sonic's hurt. We're going to expose the monster who did this. Tails is not having it. Well, I thought Sonic could handle anything, but somehow he met his match. I'm going to help you get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Me too. Same. We're going to figure out exactly what happened in this room and punish the one responsible. Sonic was really hurt this whole time, and I did nothing. I'm righting my wrong. I must take down the murderer. Alright. Got a big question to ask. Who in this room did this? Who killed Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh no, I gotta pick someone out of all these peoples? don't know, Chad, who do you think did it? We know Tails couldn't have done it, or Amy, because we were all like busted up in the room together. Knuckles was a cowboy who was busy playing Super Monkey Ball with Vector over here. He was supposedly reading a book, but he may not have been. No one saw it because of the secret passage. These two were doing their little heist stuff, but Rouge could have been. She's been running around everywhere. Shadow was busy trying to buy concert tickets. So if there's anyone in this that could have done it, theoretically, the one person who we've had misaligned information would be Espio. I still think it's really the conductor and it's actually Robotnik. But, I mean, Eggman. But... No response over there. We're just going to go with Espio. See what happens. Espio, you were the one to murder Sonic. Weren't you? I did no such thing, my young friend. Well, it's a battle of which you wish. I would love to discuss things. Let's discuss. But you're accusing Espio. We already talked about this time. This man was reading. You have nothing. Restating Espio's alibi would be helpful for everyone, I think. Espio is locked in the library car reading. He only accessed the saloon car during the murder. However, new evidence has come to light that needs to be addressed. New evidence? Oh, that's right. Did you fool everyone in? What do we find that brings questions Espio's alibi? We discovered a hidden passage. Espio could have left the library at any time because Tails and I discovered a hidden passage from the library car to the lounge car. In the lounge, the hidden passage exits behind the wardrobe. I feel lucky we even found it. Not only would Espio avoid any locked doors, though I'd put him in the car just before this one. You have no evidence I used any secret passage. I answered all your questions without flaw. I was reading the entire time, remember? It's true you didn't miss a question, but I think Nickshire got explaining that too. Nickshire? How did Espio know everything in the trade manual he was reading? A ninja like him speed reads. Espio's a ninja. He's fluent in 17 different languages and remarkably disciplined. What are you getting at? You picked a random book from the shelf and memorized it, just to guarantee yourself a clean alibi. What? That's absurd, memorizing a whole book. I know this is a talented bunch, but that seems like a lot. I don't know, it is plausible. Espio is particularly skilled. I've known Espio a long time. He once read a book I was reading just to spoil the ending for me. If I'm right, and Espio quickly memorized the book before entering the hidden passage, then Espio could have met Sonic in the conductor's car where he was murdered. Since we're all talking in what-ifs, let me throw something at you. How was I to know about the hidden passage? It's hidden. That's right. How would Espio even known it was there? You said it yourself, kid. You're lucky you didn't even find the passage. I might not even have the evidence to answer your question, but we know someone who does. Nickshire? Who here has evidence to prove Espio knew about the hidden passage? Rouge. Rouge, we need to see those blueprints. Blueprints? You stole blueprints? Whatever. I already used a scout for the more treasures. Came up cold. You can have it. Blueprints are added to your inventory. Right here is a blueprint to the entire train. Espio could easily use this to find the hidden passage, but at least they can't even saw those blueprints. Rouge had them. Well, you have an answer for him? How could he have seen those blueprints? Espio found them before Rouge did. Rouge, where did he find the blueprints? Oh, in the library car. It was stuffed with the brochures. I checked the saloon car first, then found the blueprints after leaving. So that means Espio had time to find the blueprints and discover the hidden passage. In my theory, Espio looked at the blueprints and then used the hidden passage to get to Sonic. With Amy's guidelines, a murderer can kill a single participant however they choose. The logistics are still vague, but Nickshire and I have evidence on how Sonic was murdered. I'm unsure how harm Espio caused Sonic, but Nickshire and I have evidence on how it was done. Oh, this is rich. Pray tell, if I murdered Sonic, how did I do it? Low dart. Come on, you're so close. What would Sonic do? 60 rings. Oh no, not enough rings! Ah, alright, I'm gonna try again. He's the... Alright, Ah, 59 again. Dadgum. Woo! This blow dart was found here in the conductor room. I believe Espio used this to knock Sonic unconscious. Ah, so you mean Sonic might just be knocked out? I'm unsure. He's more banged up than what a blow dart would do. According to Amy's rules, a blow dart counts as a kill for the murder mystery. My theory, therefore, is plausible. Plausible, you say? Why are there so many holes in it? You deny the allegations? Of course I do. Let me present the first fatal flaw. I knocked out Sonic in the conductor's car. That was Sonic found in the dining car. Aw, shoot, that's a good point. But Tails is onto something, I'm sure of it. I locked all the doors, and Espio didn't have a key. He would have had to take the hidden passage back. If he took the hidden passage back, he'd end up in the library. I know another way it could have been done. We do? What piece of evidence do we need to take a closer look at? Fine, blueprints. $65. That one was not nearly as hard as the other one. Alright, cool. Alright, let's take a look. If Espio didn't take the secret passage to the dining car, what route could he take to Sonic to get there? There's a path above the conductor car, and it goes all the way to the dining car. I didn't even see that area. Some sort of long attic? According to these blueprints, there's a hidden path in the ceiling that leads straight to the dining car. Perhaps you can access it through the vent over there? The vent, of course. That must be the entrance to the path. Allow me to check it out. My word. There is a path back there, and a track. A track, huh? A track for robot arms, I think. This must be the path the robot arms take throughout the train. So you're saying that somehow fit with Sonic in that vent and took him to the dining car? Tails, you're a smart kid. I know we realized we both couldn't fit up there. Espio's right. This is feeling flimsy, Tails. I need an answer. My name's getting dragged around here. How on earth could I get Sonic through that vent? Alright. Gotta be like Sonic and run fast. 70 rings? Oh my god. That's so many rings. How did I miss that? Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. God, I can't. All right. Oh my God. Woo-wee. Got it. All right. Everyone saw the broken robot arm on the ground, right? Clearly, a fight broke out here, and one of these robot arms was a casualty. But what if the robot arms actually caught Sonic? Knuckles said there's a track of the robot arms that continues through the vent. A robot arm could have grabbed Sonic, passed out from a blow dart, and carried him to the dining car. Could that be true? Take a look at Sonic. He's clearly banged up. Could the fight have been between Sonic and the robot arms? I could see that. Those arms do look powerful. Sonic doesn't fall easily, but if he's woozy from a blow dart, the arms could have gotten him. Interesting theory, Tails. But you have to admit, a lot of these are coincidences. I might not be able to link up everything directly to Espio yet, but I have found one inconsistency. What kind of inconsistency? Someone here received false information, and I believe that information came from Espio. Who received that information? Amy, you received a hot scoop, did you not? I think it's time you told us who that scoop came from. Tails, you're right. Espio lied to me. Espio told me Shadow was locking doors to trap Sonic. We found that Shadow was trying to keep me from discovering my birthday surprise. That scoop came from you, Espio? No, of course not. Amy must have misheard me. Misheard you? Yes, Sonic's going to get trapped with all these locked doors. And I was just looking out for my fellow passenger's safety. I didn't blame Shadow. I don't know, Espio. What? The evidence might not be airtight, but there's a lot being thrown at you that makes sense. I have to agree. You want us to believe that you were lazily reading the whole time? While you were stationed in the room with a hidden passage? And now you're lying to me? On my birthday? Of all days. Believe the murderer and used the train's controls to move Sonic from the conductor car to the dining car, and lie to Amy, casting further blame on Shadow, for no other reason than to cause doubt and confusion. When examining everyone's alibis, one clear stands out as the weakest. I believe it's clear to everyone there could only have been one person. It's a good... There we go. Point. It was you, Espio. You were the one that murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey, guys. Sonic, you're okay. Sonic, just as we solved the mystery. Espio was the murderer. Right. SPO jumped me in the conductor car. Dang it, you got me. Blow dart though, really? It's non-lethal poison. You'll just be sleepy for a while. Great, I could use a nap. No, wait, there's something important. SPO left me there. Something important. I need everyone to listen. The train's a badnik. Sonic, are you feeling alright? Do you need to lie back down? No, we all need to get off this train. We're not safe. Wait, what? When I arrived at the conductor's car, the conductor's already here. He was so excited to tell me about all the features of the train. But what he was telling me, I had a bad feeling. I asked to see the power source. The conductor hadn't even seen it. When we took a look, we realized the train's powered by a flicky. A flicky? That tiny animal? There's only one person twisting enough to use a flicky as a power source. Dr. Eggman. I told the conductor the train needed to be destroyed. He refused. The way the conductor was describing it was more than a simple badnik. It was the conductor's friend. The train is his co-conductor. You're not serious. They certainly didn't tell me that in the interview. Right as we saw the flicky, I felt a sting in my shoulder. It was the blow dart from SPO. SPO left. The lights in the room started to glow red. Hey, stop! What are you doing? I knew something was wrong and stood up. The arms came for me next. I spin dashed right through the robot arm and sliced it off the rail it was on. So it was able to make any of this poisoned. But another robot arm managed to grab me and pin me to the floor. The conductor screamed as the arms approached him, but I was hit quite a bit before it all got to me. Oh no. Everyone, I have something to admit. I murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, we already knew that. The situation's gotten so serious. Why did you not just tell us? But I thought that's not how these murder games worked. You shoot someone with a blow dart, they die. Are you crazy? It's just a make-believe game. No one should get hit with a blow dart. I was just following the rules. See? Use this blow dart on Sonic. Station the conductor car. It is laced with a non-lethal sleeping agent. Thank you again for choosing Mirage Express. See? What is that? It says use this blow dart. Yeah, I just said that. What's it? Instructions? I was given the blow dart along with that card. It's signed staff. Who gave this to you? Come to think of it, one of the robotic arms handed it to me. Weapons shouldn't be allowed on the train. What's the larger picture here? Who instructed those arms to attack? Who or what? Who do you think attacked Sonic and handed SPO the blow dart? The train itself. I believe something's been orchestrating things behind the scenes. Someone wanted Sonic out of the picture and for a good while, so I think the train itself is plotting something. First we learned the train's a badnik and now it's out to get us? Once again, you keep saying the most ridiculous nonsense. You're seriously convinced the train has it out to get us? I don't know what the train's full intent is, but clearly it's been tampering in our murder mystery game. Train, come out and show yourself. Amy, it's my birthday, and I don't need you messing with it. Amy's hitting the wall with a hammer. Well, I'm with you, Amy. This train can have it. Come on, there's got to be another way to get the train's attention. Wait, what was that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that the conductor? Come here, buddy. Hi. Yes, this is a guy. Ow. This is a guy. Yes, hello. Or bye, guys. Okay. Is that the conductor? Here, I can get him down. Don't touch him. What? Is the train talking? Of course I can talk. You fools were too distracted playing your little game to figure it out. We were right, weren't we? What are you plotting? I'm taking all of you to Eggman's base, where you will rot. Eggman, after I deliver your annoying party right to his egg fortress, annoying, the conductor and I will be free to laugh and play games, ride the open rails like we always planned. What are you? Enough. The train's picking up speed. Everyone grab onto something. Which one of these buttons turns the train off? Whoa. Sonic. Ha 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 ha. Stay put until we arrive. Goodbye. Whoa. No, no. I can't keep my footing. Yeah. Game over. Sonic dies. A bunch of evidence falling out of my pockets. That's one way to clear out the inventory. Tails, Amy, is anyone here? Hello? Hello? No need to yell, bud. Sonic, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Hanging in there. Seems that Train's arms threw us back in the dining car. Where's everyone else? Great question. For now, are you alright? Sonic the Hedgehog? See about me? I'm doing amazing. I feel terrible. Come on, it's like, yeah, things aren't looking the brightest. When situation's dark, it's up to us to shine the way forward. Sonic's just as cool as everyone says. Let's get our bearings and take a look around. Good idea. Lead the way. Hey, one of those rockets are here to... Wow, it's light. Let's see, the train's definitely mad at us. Good call. We gotta get here before that arm swipes his skin. My goodness, this door is daunting. The train's doing everything it can to keep us from the conductor car. Let me see if a spin dash can't solve all our problems. It'll take more than a few hits to get through. Let's take it easy for now and keep looking around. There must be another way to open this door. Like a switch, classic door opening mechanism. What doors are you using that require a switch? That yellow glow is chilling. I miss when it was just showing us the weather. Well, that's better than the yellow glow, I guess? Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Why is no one responding to me? I missed the yellow glow already. You got some nerve showing up here, egghead. You spiky blue pest? Seems you've finally taken passage into one of my passenger trains. Who the heck are you? Don't talk to me. Ignoring that. They certainly didn't talk about you in my interview. My involvement isn't well known, civilian. The infrastructure in your towns just wasn't cutting it. If I were to build an Eggman land, these problems would need sorted out. So I courageously got involved. I converted some cargo trains into passenger trains for the sake of the public. It's just much more useful for future schemes. Let me guess, another death egg? Dr. Predictable? The people fear giant spheres. It's science. Let's get to the chase. Where are our friends? Judging by my security cameras, your pathetic friends are all locked in the cars they were stationed in. Seems you managed to make the train quite upset. Did you not know this was happening? Heavens, no. I'm only now getting caught up. I'm far too busy to notice what a passenger train is up to. You see, the capability of a badnik is normally very basic. Just kill Sonic the Hedgehog. But for a luxury train, I want to be sure things ran without my supervision, and report to me if any of you happen aboard. This train's capability of intellectual thought is extraordinary, a feat only accomplished by my genius. So, this confirms that the train really is sentient. Suffice to say, your capture is inevitable. You're on a train that desires nothing more than deliver you all to me. See, I got to thinking. I needed to manufacture motivation beyond programming. I like to make my batniks compete against one another from time to time. It's good for productivity. So I instituted a bounty upon my army of batniks. First, a captured pathetic creature gets a generous reward. The train wants us to deliver us to Eggman for a reward? Most of my robots ask for something simple, like my autograph or whatever, but A highly intelligent train? It may ask for something more interesting. Well, as much as I like reward programs, are you done blabbering, Doc? You can never just win with silently. Like, can't just win silently, can you? When you drive to my base, you'll regret the day you ever crossed me, Hedgehog. I already do. Get lost. Ciao. He always knows how to get underneath my skin. This is tough. The train has the motivation and is being made by Eggman. It's no doubt powerful. Not to mention we're all separated. What am I supposed to think? The train purposely had Sonic knocked out so it could deliver us to Eggman. This whole time we were all in danger and I went along with it. Sonic was really hurt. The conductor's been captured. Should I have been more aggressive earlier? Am I at fault here? Hey. I can tell the situation's getting to you. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get it. The road's getting tough. It's easy to question decisions that got you here. When negative thoughts hit you, let it pass and keep living. I need you here helping me think through this before I do something rash. See, I'm one of those delete before you think kind of guys. You're okay, you're right. Let's keep moving forward and make things right. Breathe. Okay. We gotta get to the conductor's car before the train arrives at Eggman's base. The doors have all been heavily fortified. How do we get through? What would you do? The entire day, Tails and I have been asking ourselves, what would Sonic do? So, what would you do? What would I do? Well, I'd speed through head on and rescue our friends, by any means necessary. Here, stand back. Well, with one big wind-up, Sonic's finish was fast enough to get the door open. Ha! Now the road's clear, nothing can stop us. Better hold on to your pants. I don't think we're getting another break after this. Ready to go? Let's do it. So find our friends, the conductor's car, and end this mystery. Oh shoot. Alright, our friends are locked in the cars up ahead. My last adventure, maxing out my ring count, gave me an extra boost of speed. If I can grab enough rings, it should be fast enough to push to the next door too. Ready? Let's do this. Jeez. Now let's try that again. Okay, need to stop getting hit by things. I said I need to stop getting hit by things. Was not expecting to actually have to play a video game. In the video game. Okay. Just wait till I see Eggman. I'm gonna clobber him. Gotta deal with the train first. Come on, let's go. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. Do this. Jeez. Alright, let's try it. We can do this. We can do this, y'all. Kinda wish I had... It wasn't WASD, but whatever. Okay, cool. Came all for us. Of course, let's move. The train wants to take a sprinter and earn a reward. Or it's a stupid train. Let's go. Alright, cool. Sonic. It's about time. I thought you were supposed to be fat Sonic. But shut up, yo. Let's go. Ugh. Alright, cool. They locked Amy and Tails in the conductor's car. Say no more. Let's go. Sonic! Sonic, you're here! It's no way to treat the birthday girl. You're right. I'm ready to stop this train. Time to finish this. Whew. Excellent work, trapping these pests. Now hurry to me! I must probably dispose of them to begin my plans for Eggman Land. And probably another Death Egg. Don't turn us into robots. Haven't done that in a while. Maybe I will turn all into robots to give Sage some new toys to play with. Shut it, Eggman. Disappoint me, train. Hurry it up. I will not fail. My wish will be granted. Your wish? Oh, you mean the bounty? I don't care what you call it. Just bring me those overgrown mammals. Eggman. I must get my wish. I will not fail. This is it, everyone. Get ready. We're taking this thing down. Wait, do I have a boss fight? Does this really have a... Oh, geez. Woo! Not right now, guys. Alright. Hey, bud. There you go. Or, move. Oh my gosh, you too. Both of y'all need to stop. Ah. Bounce on off rings. I wish I could play with the controller. Really? Alright, let's go. Okay. None of you could possibly understand. We promised to be together our whole lives. How could he just leave like it was nothing? Who do you mean, the conductor? He's retiring, you just have to accept that. My wish will keep us together forever, is what being friends is all about. You can't force someone to be friends with you, that's messed up. Shut up, just shut up. Oh man. Oh jeez. This is getting really... Eggman, can you hear me? My wish, my wish, my wish. May the conductor never leave me. Let us be friends forever. The kinds of friends who would never leave each other. Why would he betray me? Probably didn't know it hit you were sentient, actually. I thought the conductor was still like, just like a guy. Not enough rings, man. Oh, this hurts. Can I use a controller for this? Will it work? Just magically work? No. It will not work. Okay. That will not work. Fine. This is so rough. All right. This is, I'm just not getting this. I don't. I'll just not be a gamer. That's fine. Honestly, if I just got the pitfalls thing, I would have done it. Conductor! You promised me. You promised. Let him speak. Unhand him. Train, stop this. But I told you we'd be with each other forever. I was a much younger man. I'm getting old. I'm tired. Excuses. How dare you abandon me? I'll be lonely. So lonely. Why must you insist loneliness upon me? Oh, stop. What are you doing to me? Please don't make me do this. Shh, we have to rescue the conductor if we ever want to stop this train. Oh gosh, there's a boss fight. Wow. Alright. Feel bad that I'm totally now feeling I'm cheating at this point, but whatever. This train. Oh shoot, Sonic beating up the train. It's just that flicky. A flicky. This is just like the lore car my ex-best friend left detective work just to join Dr. Eggman. So this really is a bad nick. Mistakes right every second, huh? We gotta save him. On it. Let's show our full power. Okay, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to beat this game. I'm trying. Just be delivered to Eggman already. I'm trying to get of my happiness. Your happiness comes at the expense of others. From my check, it's being called selfish. Me. Selfish. How dare you? Oh my gosh. How many levels does this thing have? That'll be really funny if I don't even... I'm on easy mode and I still wouldn't have... Only had 106 rings? Wow. Good job, me. Is that not it? No, no, no. No! Oh. I'll grab the flicky. It's over. Time to pay for ruining my birthday. Bam! Bye, train, bye. Whoosh. Good job, Sonic. The train is slowing down. Great hit, Amy. That's pretty great, wasn't it? That's what you get when you mess with my special day. I just couldn't bear to see you go. I'm sorry for the trouble. Ma, poor train. Think work here is done. Let's get off this thing. Thank you. Goodbye, my friend. I may be leaving the rails, but I assure you, I'll never forget our time together. My poor amalgamation nephew will probably lose his job because the train's done. Train's like, he's still doing his job right at the very end. Good job. We did it. Well, I'll never been on a train like that before. This universe has a unique way of doing things. Watch your step. Watch your step. It's over. The mystery of Sonic the Hedgehog's murder is officially over. Maybe next birthday we just ask Vanilla to make dinner. Oh, you don't love parties where the end someone tries to kill you? I think I'm actually going to miss this group's unhinged way of thinking. Honey, you're late. I've been waiting here for hours. You'll never believe what happened. So I won't even try. I'm just glad you're here. Quickly leave for a Spinoli in the morning. You need to pack. I'll pack faster than the wind. I need this vacation something terrible. And I need you home. Happy first day of retirement, dear. Seems the conductor is more than ready to begin his retirement after the ordeal. I'm happy for them both. Oh, who's this? An old friend, I think. Well, they're a cutie, that's for sure. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Oh, that's the Flicky. Seems that Flicky found a friend. Great job saving that little guy, SPO. It's the least I can do. Sonic, everyone, I sincerely apologize for the trouble I caused. Don't be. You were just following what you thought was the game. It's hard to know what I would have done in this. It's hard to know what I would have done in the same situation. I wouldn't hit someone with a blow dart. Seriously, a dart? It would have been hard to get too close to you otherwise, Mr. Speed of Sound. Anyways, I'm sorry. We're cool, and now that we're all safe, it was fun. This group is a wild idea of fun. Boy, am I starving. I forgot we never ate. For all the clatter, I completely forgot I was hungry. Me too. I was distracted playing detective. If only you could have seen me, Sonic. I was finding clues, presenting evidence, poking holes and alibis. Sonic, wait, where'd he go? Everyone, guess what? The Sis Station is a bakery, and look what I bought. A birthday cake. Happy birthday, Amy. To the confident, unshakable, and radiant Amy Rose. To an adventure of a birthday, darling. A memorable party every year. To a fun birthday. A ride from start to finish. May our friendship grow stronger each celebration. I admire tenacity. May you never lose your vivacity. Happy birthday, Amy, and her sparkling personality. Happy birthday. I'm smart enough to know if there's a personality as a word. We love you, Amy. Happy birthday. You guys, we almost got murdered by a lonely train, but I wouldn't trade these adventures for anything. Never in a million years. You guys won't ever leave me, right? Wouldn't dream of it. Now let's have some cake. Yes, please, dig in, everyone. Yay! Hope it's chocolate. That's a good image. That's a good image. That train's ever making it here, is it? Or about prepare a bath. The happy rubber duck or the angry one? Angry. Sour choice for equalness. Shut it. And that's my story when I met Sonic and his friends. Entangled in their lives for a fleeting moment, then back to things as they were. Cities realized Eggman was running the train system and fought back to seize control. Everything's squeaky clean now. As for me, I stuck with the gig. Oh, and then won millions in the lottery, and after that I managed to fly to space. Yep, that's just been my life. Alright, good. That was the murder of the Sonic of the Hedgehogs. Thank you, Katie, Michael, Greg, Ian, Ellen, Katie, Ian, Michael, Ellen, Greg, Justin, Mean Kohim, Eric, Matthew, Ian, Ellen, Zachary, Greg, Michael, Katie, Justin, Joel, Sega, June, Tony, Johnny, Troop, Joel, Greg, Liz, Maury. Oh, lots of folks. Alright. People sure made this video game, huh? Man. Director of Lore, Ryan Hamlin. Associate Manager Lore. Oh man, they got some stuff going on, huh? What if this means this game is actually technically canonical? Alright, QA. Do your jobs. I mean, that you do your jobs well. Good job. I'm glad y'all do your jobs, because this game was pretty darn bug-free. I didn't have anything mess up with me, really. And all these other folks. Good job, everyone. Good finance and HR. Good job directing finance. Legal and business affairs. Good job legally and businessing. And yep. President and COO Ian. Cool. Sega. Special thanks. A lot of folks, apparently. Well, there's more special thanks than there are actually people working on this game. There you go. Production pets and world support. Yeah, big cat. The cat and the dog. Pool say observe. Sega. Alright, there it is. Cool. There it is, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'll be back to normal video games at some point in the future. Until then, goodbye and good luck and good night, morning, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Okay, bye.